kids, welcome back to my channel. Happy Valentine's Day. It's actually tomorrow, but we're doing our last Valentine's book, a Charlie Brown Valentine. Are you ready? Are you excited? I know it's a day late, but I kind of wanted to push it to the day before just so you would have something fresh on Valentine's Day. So, a Charlie Brown Valentine. Let's see what this one's about. Valentine's Day is around the corner. Charlie Brown and his friends are busy preparing for the big day and hoping to receive Valentines of their own. Valentine's Day puzzles me, Chuck, Peppermint Patty confides in him. If someone gives you a great big Valentine, does that mean that they love you? Sometimes I think it does. Sometimes I think it's just you're my friend. Depends. Charlie Brown thinks for a moment. I don't think the size of the card really matters, he replies. Peppermint Patty looks confused. Have you received a lot of Valentine's Day cards? She asks. Not even one, Charlie Brown admits, but I have a feeling this will be the year. Just then, Snoopy walks by with a wheelbarrow full of Valentines. Good grief, thinks Charlie Brown. He's got a lot to give out. Look at how much Snoopy's got to give out. Snoopy is the popular. Everybody loves Snoopy. For Charlie Brown, Valentine's Day is just like any other day. As usual, he has a particular special someone on his mind. I'd give anything to be able to talk to that little red-haired girl, he says to himself at lunch as she walks by. The amazing thing is, I know I'm the kind of person she would like. I'm not the greatest person who ever lived, of course, but who is? It turns out someone does think Charlie Brown is special. Marcy! She is making a Valentine for him. When her friend Peppermint Patty finds out, she is surprised. You can't do that. He'll think you like him, Peppermint Patty tells Marcy. I do. I'm very fond of Charles, Marcy replies. That's when Peppermint Patty realizes she likes Charlie Brown too. Oh no, Charlie Brown, you got some competition. They both like him. I guess he really is getting a Valentine's this year. After school, Marcy walks to Charlie Brown's house and asks him an important question. I may or may not be sending you a Valentine's, Charles, so I need to know something. Do you like me? Marcy asks. Do I what? Charlie Brown says, not really listening. What? Forget it, Marcy tells him. Marcy tells Peppermint Patty she isn't giving a Valentine to Charlie Brown after all. The next day, Peppermint Patty walks home with Charlie Brown and stands by as he checks the mailbox. When he sees an envelope inside with his name on it, his face lights up. Got a letter, huh, Chuck? Peppermint Patty asks him, smiling. Charlie Brown reads it aloud. I know you like me, and in my own way, I like you too. Who do you think it's from? He got a Valentine. Yeah, he's first one. I think it's from her. Then he turns to Peppermint Patty and asks excitedly, I think it's from that little red-haired girl. Peppermint Patty scowls. That letter is from me. You like me, Chuck, she insists. I do? Charlie Brown asks. He doesn't want to hurt her feelings, but he really thought the little red-haired girl sent him a Valentine. I guess it is too good to be true, he thinks. Charlie Brown can't help it. His heart belongs to the little red-haired girl. He is determined to find the courage to give her a Valentine, so he makes a card and shows it to Sally and Snoopy. Sally is worried. If she laughs in your face, she asks her big brother, Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown sighs. At least it be near me. Oh dear, so he's really crushing. Oh no, he offended her. She has red hair, kinda. I knew it was her. I thought Charlie Brown liked her back. Oh, poor girl. Peppermint Patty. Send Peppermint Patty hugs. Nobody likes rejection. Charlie Brown asks Snoopy to help him practice delivering the card. Charlie Brown goes outside their house, holds out the Valentine, and rings the doorbell. Snoopy comes out, wearing a bright red wig. He isn't much help. So Charlie Brown sets off for the little red-haired girl's house, rehearsing his speech on the way. "Here, sweet little red-haired girl, I made this valentine for you," Charlie Brown says as he walks. Then he gulps and begins again. "Here, I hope you like this valentine as much as I like you." He tries out a few different smiles and even a wink. But he is too nervous. When he spots a mailman, he quickly drops the valentine inside without signing his name on the card. Oh no, now she's not going to know who it's from. We're just rehearsing what he's going to say to her. Look at Snoopy picking on him. "I'm the little redhead girl. Want to give me a kiss?" Snoopy. Next, Charlie Brown decides to buy some candy for the little red-haired girl. "I'd like to buy a box of candy for a girl who doesn't know I exist," he confesses to the candy store clerk. "But nothing too expensive, ma'am. I'll never have the nerve to give it to her anyway." Charlie Brown makes it all the way to the little red-haired girl's house before stopping at a tree near her front door, too afraid to move closer. "Maybe I can hide behind this tree and hold out this box of candy," he thinks. "And when she comes by, she'll take it out of my hand." He gets as far as hiding behind the tree and holding out the candy before realizing how silly he looks and heads home. Oh no. Poor Charlie Brown, he chickened out. He bought it. He went there, but he couldn't do it. Will he have the nerve to give it to her? Then Charlie Brown gets the idea to invite the little red-haired girl to the school's Valentine's Day dance. But he asks Linus to find out if she likes him first. "He sits across the room from you," Charlie Brown overhears Linus saying to the little red-haired girl. "By the window." "No, in the last row." "Well, sort of. A round face." "No, brown, like in town." She doesn't even know who Charlie Brown is. Finally, Lucy tells Charlie Brown to just walk up to the little red-haired girl and introduce himself. "I can't talk to her," Charlie Brown blurts out. "She has a pretty face, and pretty faces make me nervous." Lucy is furious. "How come my face doesn't make you nervous, huh? I have a pretty face. How come you can talk to me?" Oh my goodness. Lucy's getting all offended. This is not going well, this Valentine's plan. So, Charlie Brown runs away and decides to ask Sally to deliver a note since he had trouble before. He hides as Sally rings the doorbell. Will she laugh? Or can she possibly like me too, he wonders. Then Sally returns, handbacks a note, and shrugs. "She couldn't read your smudgy writing." "I can't stand it," Charlie Brown sighs. At school, Linus urges Charlie Brown to seize the moment. "Ask her right now." Charlie Brown is too scared. "She's something, and I'm nothing," he explains. "If I were something and she were nothing, I could talk to her. Or if she were something and I was something, or if she was nothing and I was nothing. You know, Charlie Brown, for a nothing, you're really something," Linus says. Oh my goodness, he's making it so complicated, working himself up. Poor Charlie Brown. On Valentine's Day, Charlie Brown and Snoopy get all dressed up and head to school for the dance. "Dogs can't come in," says the boy at the door. This kid thought it was a costume ball, so he wore a dog suit, Charlie Brown explains. It works. Soon they are on the dance floor, and Charlie Brown spots the little red-haired girl, so he snuck Snoopy in. "She's just waiting for you to ask her to dance," Linus says. "Go on." Charlie Brown's knees are shaking. His heart is pounding. He takes one step and then another. "I'm going to ask her. I'm getting there. That's when Peppermint Patty and Marcy pull him onto the dance floor. "You sly devil," says Peppermint Patty. "We've been looking for you." Oh no, he gets distracted again. Oh dear. Is he going to talk to her ever? Soon, it's time for the last dance, but the little red-haired girl is already dancing with Snoopy. Good grief, Charlie Brown sighs, realizing that was his last chance. Then he has a happy thought. Linus, maybe she sent me a valentine, but it was delayed in the mailbox. Maybe it's in the mailbox right now, a real fancy valentine with lace. So the next morning, Charlie Brown opens the mailbox. Do you think anything's in there? Poor Charlie Brown. This is A doomed story, I feel like. Oh no. And Snoopy pops out and gives him a big kiss. Snoopy hops to the ground and starts dancing. Then Charlie Brown and Linus are dancing too. Charlie Brown is disappointed that the little red-haired girl didn't send him a valentine, but he is happy to have such good friends. Besides, there's always next year, he thinks. It's a very happy Valentine's Day after all. Look at Snoopy. Popping out and giving him a kiss. I have a dog named Daisy, and she would do that if she could fit in my mailbox. So, he didn't talk to the girl, he didn't get the girl, but he had really good friends. And 2 of his friends like him. So I hope you liked that Valentine's story. Pretty soon, I'm going to wait about a week or 2, and then we're going to start some St. Patrick's Day books. So look forward to that. I love St. Patrick's Day. It's one of my favorites. I can't wait to read them for you. I think I only have 3 books. 1 is a little tiny, quick little story, and 2 are a little bit longer, but it's hard to find St. Patrick's Day books. So I found what I could. Again, I hope you liked this story. Happy Valentine's Day. Hugs and kisses to you all. I hope you got lots of Valentines and lots of candy. And I hope next year you get even more. See you next time. Be good out there. Love you, kids.